Shalom, my friends, from here in northern Israel. We have been on the ground, the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews, for over 40 years, providing emergency food and clothing and medicine to Jews inside of Israel and across the former Soviet Union. And when we heard about the persecuted Christians inside of Syria, just a few miles from our border, we knew that we had to do something to help them, that the Christian community has been standing with Israel and the Jewish people since October 7th, and now we need to help the persecuted Christians inside of Syria. These Christians are located just a few miles from the border with Israel, and yet they don't have access to food. They don't have access to medical care. The closest medical clinic is over 30 miles from where they are. And so they're both being targeted and killed, as we've seen. And they also have emergency medical issues that they have no way to address and help with. And so the fellowship provided, we have been working with all different people and officials in order to get aid inside of Syria to help these persecuted Christians. Behind me, you can see a truck that's right now all prepared with aid for Syria, over 1,500 food boxes that will be going to help these Christians inside of Syria, the Christian and Druze communities who are being targeted. And we're also providing medical equipment. We have medical bags that are being distributed, and we're providing and setting up medical clinics. We need to be here for each other, Jews and Christians alike. Here you can see some of the medical bags that are going in. And we know from the terrorists that they are first targeting the Saturday people, the Jews, which they've been doing for a long time, but then they're going for the Sunday people, the Christians, and we're seeing it across the Middle East. And so as there is fighting and persecution and Christians being targeted right over Israel's border there, the fellowship can't stand by and do nothing. And so we are coming together, Jews and Christians. It's actually a group of ultra-Orthodox Haredi men who packed these food boxes for the persecuted Christians inside of Israel. We've been praying for them, and now we have to act. We can't stand by and watch as our brothers and sisters are being slaughtered. And so I'm praying that these food boxes and the medical aid that the fellowship is providing will be a source of comfort for the Christians being persecuted inside of Syria. Will give them a hope, a new chance at life. Will give them the ability to dream and feel that they're not alone, that there are millions of Christians and Jews around the world who stand with them. And so from here in Israel, we're praying for the persecuted Christians across the Middle East. We see them being targeted by Islamic extremists, by Boko Haram. We see them being targeted and killed in huge numbers. And the world might be silent, but the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews is not. You are not. So let me know in the comments if you're praying for the persecuted Christians in the Middle East. And if you realize that the rise in anti-Semitism and Jews being targeted is not about the Jews. It's about evil against good. It's about darkness versus light. And together, Christians and Jews are spreading light, and we're spreading hope, and we're spreading love, and we're feeding the hungry, and we're clothing the naked, and we'll be here to do whatever we can in order to bring life and hope to the persecuted Christians right over our border. I remember right when the persecution started against the Christian community in Syria, Bishop Paul Lanier, our incredible chairman, called me and said, Yael, we have to do something. And he's been praying together with his community, with Hope Church, with his family, Pastor Deb and Pastor Kaylin, and together we made the decision the fellowship has to be there to help the persecuted Christians. And so here we are, and I pray over these boxes that they will bring life, they will bring hope, and they will bring brotherhood between Christians and Jews, between Israel and all of our surrounding countries that we share borders with, and we should only know peace. Shalom.